Bonjour, y'all. My name is Brita, and today on Witches Unite, I am doing my final Wizards Unite live stream of 2021. So we're gonna hop on the night bus, we're gonna do some challenges, we're gonna earn some spell books, and hopefully for me, I am also going to be trying to fill out my challenge registry. So before I hop on the night bus to Beacon, I just want to show you guys what I am working towards. So I want to do a balance between some of these lower chambers to help me get fragments and then grinding Dark 5 so that we can all earn spell books. Also, hello everyone. Hi Cindy, and shout out to Cindy who posted my link in all of the Discords so that everyone knew I was going early today. Dan and I are meeting a friend at 5:30, so we need to, I need to finish stream early so I can get ready for that. So hello Cindy, hello Joseph. Joseph, only second this time. You're losing your touch. It's okay. Hi Harry, welcome. Hello Rolariana, Melissa. Yeah, I think that's everyone who's in chat. So if I didn't say your name, it's because you did not say anything in chat. Oh, actually, I have top chat listed instead of live chat. So maybe I missed something. But yeah, it is good to see all of you guys here today. Cindy, lurking from the car is great. I popped in and out yesterday of Wizarding Wednesday. I didn't get to play simply because I was finishing up a blog post and I was also working on dinner. I made my delicious pumpkin chili. It was only 3 meat instead of 4 meat, which is a little disappointing, but it was still really good. So you guys can see I still need the Slytherin, the Hogwarts, and the Ravenclaw symbols, and I also need all of these medallions. So basically, I need to be doing, to get those, where are my notes here? I need to be doing, like, Tower 3 to Forest 2 in order to get those. So I want to do some challenges in those, but then also, like I said, a whole bunch of Dark 5 to get more spell books. I did actually finish up my Auror skill tree, which reminds me I need to make sure I'm a professor before I start beaconing. But yeah, I have all 3 of my professions filled out, and I even have 2 nodes in my Magizoologist Advanced Adversarial Combat. It's very exciting. So let me switch to Professor, because I like playing as Professor because I know what I'm doing. Hi Debbie, welcome. Hi Taj, welcome. I'm doing okay. So I'm definitely doing a lot better from my surgery. I still have some pain around my incision, and I still have some pain in like the lower right quadrant of my abdomen, which is where my Crohn's is. But I'm not even taking Tylenol every single day, and I haven't taken a prescription pain pill in like 2 weeks. So doing a lot better in regards to that. Harry wants to know if everyone played is not their usual profession. Everyone here can play with what? Wow, Syrup's already found the bus. That is ridiculous. That is so fast. Everyone is welcome to play whatever they want. But I've already started beaconing and Syrup's already found me. And my second device is dead because I keep forgetting to charge it. Debbie, these are the same headphones that I usually have. I think just so behind, I'm in my father-in-law's home office, and behind the desk that you guys can't see is a window. So everything in here is just a lot more faded out because of the lighting. Harry, I mean, that could be a fun challenge if anybody wants to do that. Absolutely. You guys knock yourselves out. maybe I'll do that for my next stream. And you guys can teach me how to play as Auror, because I just completed my Auror skill tree like yesterday. So, yeah, when I stream next week, I will play as Auror, and you guys can teach me what to do as an Auror. Debbie's playing as Professor. Joseph's playing as Auror. Harry is gonna be a Magazoo. Yeah, try it out. What else was I saying? Oh yeah, so I didn't really get to play yesterday, because I was making chili for the fam and blogging. So while I begin, first of all, if anyone is new here, welcome. And if you need me to explain the beacon strategy, let me know and I will explain it. Debbie, does anyone mind if we do a few potions made of them last night? Yeah, I'm totally down with that. Like when we do Dark 5, I have so many potent Simulo potions and I just don't know what to do with them, and I'm willing to do that so we can go through really fast. Hello, A. Ramus, aka Drum Girl. Welcome. Yeah, I have so many potent Simulo potions. That I'm definitely cool for doing that in Dark 5 so that we go really fast. So, a couple of little housekeeping things. If you guys have not already filled out my survey about the kind of content you would like to see in February, I would really appreciate you doing that. So the first 2 questions are check boxes. Those are the only questions that are mandatory. So you can leave all the other questions unanswered if you don't have further opinions. But it's just it's just to give me an idea of what my existing audience would be interested in seeing in February. So what I can go ahead and tell you guys now is that I have decided for YouTube that, I have someone in chat is, I'm not getting all of the chat messages, but it's like the scroll isn't showing me. So I don't know what's going on. Yes, good call, Harry. I did pin it. Thank you also, Harry, for taking care of that bot, because for whatever reason, the chat was like, I couldn't scroll down, and so it was hidden and I couldn't do it myself. Thank you to all my moderators. You guys are awesome for helping me out. But yeah, so here on YouTube, on Witches Unite, I will be transitioning to more general Harry Potter content. So I will also be doing like other Harry Potter games. I haven't really decided what Harry Potter games yet, which is also part of the survey, is what games would you like to see me stream? I told you guys on a previous stream that I had applied for a job with Hogwarts Legacy, and I had 3 interviews, and then they went with another candidate. I'm finally reaching the acceptance stage of my grief in not getting that job, because that was really what I was hoping I was going to do next year. But I also haven't really been comfortable doing any speculation videos, because I did have to sign an NDA before my 3rd interview, and it's just, even my 2nd interview, like, he was trying to explain parts of the job to me without giving me too much information, but I definitely then received information that's not public, and so, like, some of the speculation that has happened over the last 2 months, I knew was wrong. Like, I knew for a fact was incorrect. And now that those have been proven wrong, I can say that. But yeah, I just don't think that I can, like, I want to cover Hogwarts Legacy but I don't feel like it's ethical for me to engage in speculation because I have a very, very small amount of insider knowledge. Like, very small, not a lot, just a really small amount. But just enough that I just don't think it would be right to engage in speculation. But I'm hoping that as we get more news, then I do want to cover Hogwarts Legacy, like, with actual news is something that I want to do, you know, because I'm really excited about Hogwarts Legacy. Even if I didn't get to get the job, I'm really excited to play the game. Like, I'm excited as a fan of the game, as a fan of Harry Potter, you know, as a Harry Potter gamer, I'm very excited for the game Hogwarts Legacy. So, hi, Leonard. I hope that you have a nice weekend. It's okay that you can't join. So, it's, you know, I know that it's a holiday week. A lot of people are doing stuff today, and I'm streaming an hour earlier than usual. So, Julietta, it would have to be someone who hasn't found the bus yet, or someone who has a second device to add you as a friend. Yeah, okay. So if you add Debbie, once Debbie finds the bus, then you would be able to find Debbie on the bus. My second device is not charged. Otherwise, I could do that. So. I'm drinking my Nutcracker Sweet tea today with some non-dairy vanilla creamer. It is really good. That is a Celestial Seasonings tea. So one of the things that'll be nice when we go back home in January is that I got a tea advent calendar, and then of course, you know, surgery, right? So I think I'm just gonna open it up in January every day and enjoy seeing the different loose leaf tea I get. And then I want to experiment with different loose leaf teas throughout the year, of course. But Celestial Seasonings is definitely my standby for when I don't have time or energy to brew tea properly. Like, I'm not a snob about tea. Like, I definitely don't brew it properly all the time, because sometimes I'm just like, I need my tea now. I pour boiling water in. I also like tea really, really hot. So, you know, certain teas you're supposed to brew at actually a lower temperature than 100 degrees. And I have been trying that with some of my loose leaf teas so that I can appreciate them better. But for Celestial Seasonings, I'm like, I pour in the boiling water. I maybe wait a minute. You're supposed to brew tea longer than that. But I'm just like, I need hot tea now. So, yeah, so then I pour out my first cup, and then I fill up the pot again with boiling water again, and then that's my second cup. And then for my second cup, I also top it off with hot water, but then it's not boiling anymore. So then the third cup, I usually have to microwave to get hot enough. And none of those are the proper way to brew tea, but I just really love tea. Harry Potter's on the bus. What? Joseph is still looking, and Debbie is taking a pause because she is Lucius. And if I remember correctly, that's the one that you still really need out of the lethal adversaries. Rolariana is also on the bus. Y'all, this is going really fast. I'm very impressed. Okay, I heard a notification on Discord. I'm seeing if Lola has answered any of our questions. We have asked for clarification on the Brilliant event ending, and she said it's possible we extended to a Monday end so we'd have folks on call to set up and monitor transition. Because you guys might have noticed that the timer in the game says the Brilliant event lasts several days longer than originally reported, because the information that we received, that we shared was that the Berlin event is ending tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 11 a.m. Pacific Time. But the in-game timer is pushing it to, I guess, Monday. So if you haven't completed it yet, to be on the safe side, I would definitely go ahead and try and complete it before tomorrow, just to be on the safe side. But, oh hey, Drum Girl is also on the bus. What? But you probably have until Monday. Wow, Debbie is almost on gold for Lucius. Just a few more canes. That's awesome. Congrats. Harry Potter is asking, will dragons overlap? Yeah, that's kind of the concern, is if they did push the Brilliant event, how that'll affect dragon spawns. Also, side note, so I mentioned all of the other January bonuses that are happening in regards to the daily assignments. Lola said those probably won't actually start until January 5th because everyone's on vacation this week. And I guess it's going to take some time to, like, flip the switch or something. I don't know. But those are just the daily assignment rewards. But yeah, you guys, tell me if you have any other questions. Melissa, I have Aura Masks, but I never played higher than Tower 1, never in a group. Yeah, I feel you on that. Well, if you want to challenge yourself, you can play as an Aura, or you can just stick with a Magazoo. We will figure it out. Wow, Rolariana has 400 billion runestones. That is ridiculous. That's amazing. All right, y'all, 1 second. I'm going to put the fan on. My in-laws keep the house warmer than Dan and I do, so I get pretty hot drinking my hot tea. Okay. Usually the fan is sufficient to cool me off, and if it's not, I'll run to our bedroom. Oh, actually, I have a hair scrunchie in here. Hold on. Oh, and a hair tie. So I'm good. Never mind. I'm going to go ahead and put my hair up, too. I realized that, actually, why am I using headphones? I don't actually usually play with headphones. But I guess it's been because we don't have any sound in here. And so, because we didn't pack our external speakers. So I'm on my actual computer. When we drive to Ohio, we bring my entire computer because it's a lot more. We bring my laptop too. But the computer, that we can do a lot more with it. It's a lot more powerful than my laptop, obviously. So it's kind of hard without a mirror. But this is just to keep it off my neck so I'm not too hot. Hey, Miss Mac, welcome. Another professor. Yeah, why am I using, I guess I've been using my headphones like nonstop because I don't have any sound. Since we didn't pack the external speakers and, you know, like the actual computer and monitor don't have any speakers. But not wearing headphones will also probably help me stay cooler. So I'm not going to put this back on. But the sound is handy to have in case of a Discord alert. Because I only have alerts turned on for the NBA chat. I have glitter everywhere now. So I don't know if y'all can see, but this is a sparkly hair scrunchie and it's got glitter. I didn't, like, I knew it was sparkly when I bought it, but I thought it was fabric, like sparkly thread. I didn't realize there was actually glitter on it because I don't buy glitter anymore because it is it's a microplastic, which is not good for the environment, but, you know. There's a quote about, you do your best until you do better, and once you know better, you do better. I do not intentionally buy glitter anymore, so. Yeah, so Joseph has a good question. Do we have any Oars who are on the night bus? I could go grab my second device and see if it is now charged up, and I could switch to Oar if we need an Oar to play. Like if we have too many professors. So I do know about passing focus. It's been interesting playing as. So for this Brilliant event, I've mostly been playing as a Magizoologist so I can defeat the Snatcher faster. But it's been interesting soloing, like in Ruins and Towers. I've been trying as different professions. So playing as an Auror and playing as a Magizoologist. Okay, cool. So Drum Girl is an Auror. So we have one. Oh, hey, Joseph is on the bus. What? Debbie's at 41 out of 45 canes for Lucius. That's very exciting. You were so close. Come on, phone, you can do it. My poor little phone is struggling. I'm trying to think of what else I wanted to tell you guys. If any of you watch D&D, I play with the Expecto Go, James and Sue, and I play, it's Freaking Nerds Media. So Lee and Mario and Mike and Britt, but we are starting back up in January. Super excited about it. Our characters are leveling up, so Mike and I actually have a call next week to talk about leveling up my character. Super excited. Yeah, you guys should check us out. Let me see if I can find. That's usually where Twitch goes automatically because I go there more than anything else. Let me grab the link for y'all. There we go. Okay. Rolariana is Auror, but they're at work, so they can only do one Dark 5 on a quick break. That's fair. Totally understandable. Alright guys, who is still looking for the bus? Because we can set up a beacon rotation if we need to, because I want everyone to have a chance to play. So let me know in chat if you are still looking for the bus. Otherwise, we can start playing. All right, Ms. Mac is still looking. Ms. Mac, okay, and Julietta is still looking. For both of you, who are you guys friends with so that we have a good beacon set up? Debbie is still looking. I think Julietta, who did you add as friends? Because we want to make sure that the right person is beaconing for you. And Ms. Mac, who are your friends in the game? Because for the beacon thing to work, the right person has to be on Beacon. So, yeah, Harry Potter. We can definitely do some Forest 2. I need to do Forest 2 to get my fragments. I need to do between Tower 3 and Forest 2 to get the challenge fragments. I've been making good progress. If any of you guys saw, I did a bucket list, my Wizards Unite bucket list. I've been making good progress on that. I am working through my achievements. I've placed all my dark detectors, which was really exciting. What are my other achievements? I'm still working on the elite achievement. I'm really close to the brain elixir achievement. Like I already said, I finally got my my aura skill tree finished. So just checking things off the list one at a time, but I really want to, excuse me, I really want to green star all of the challenge fragments. So that's what I'm working on. Okay, Julietta is friends with Debbie and Melissa. Debbie is still looking. Cindy has found us. So she's hanging out in the basket. Awesome. Drum Girl is working on greenhouse planting achievement. Oof. Yeah, cool. Yeah, me too. I'm still on silver on that. Okay, so Ms. Mac is trying to figure out who... Ms. Mac, what is your in-game name? Is it Ms. Mac? Debbie is on the bus. What? Okay, so everybody who's on the bus, can you put your profession in chat so that we can make sure that we have a balanced group? And then we're gonna have to figure out beaconing. I'm pretty sure Gaza is one of us. I don't always remember, you guys, what your in-game names are versus your chat names. So but yeah, we definitely want to go ahead and start playing. Debbie's a professor. Harry Potter's Magazoo. Gaza is an Auror. Miss Bratface is an Auror, aka Melissa. But she'd prefer playing as a Magazoo. Okay. Hey, Melissa, do you want to play as an Auror while we do a couple of tower chambers? Because I know, like, that would not be difficult. Like, even as a newbie. So I'm gonna do a couple of towers real quick, you guys. I have so many runestones. Hey, Gary. Yes, welcome. Glad you're here. Harry, Debbie and I are both professors. I'm not sure who else is. All right, so we're gonna do a couple of towers real fast while people are still looking for the bus. If everyone else wants to continue beaconing. Ms. Mac, if you don't know who here is one of your friends, you can just look through your friend list. There's a lot of us. So, like, I'm Belbrita in the game. Harry Potter is, like, the same name. Melissa is Ms. Bratface. I'm trying to think of other names. A lot of the chat names are similar to in-game names. But, yeah, you can just look through your friend list and see who here is one of your friends. And that way... Well, that was weird. lag 10 to 12 seconds. That's not bad. Cindy is your friend. Well, she's also in the car right now. So she'll hopefully, she's in the basket because she can't actively beacon. I mean, Miznak, if we're friends, after I do this tower, I can drop to beacon. I do not mind beaconing. I want everyone to be able to play so we can all take turns beaconing. So the blog post I was finishing up yesterday is on my lifestyle blog. So if you wanted to know more about my life with Crohn's disease, that is that's like, I basically wrote what I've been going through for the last 6 years, which, I mean, I've had Crohn's disease since I was 8. But that post is just about the last 6 years. So, alright guys, I'm going to do Tower 4 now. Debbie will beacon for Miss Mac. Thank you, Debbie. Hey, Harry, I mean, it's up to you, but I was going to do one of each. Tower 3, Tower 4, Tower 5, Forest 1, Forest 2. And starting in the towers so that Melissa can play as Orb before she switches to Magizoologist. Because playing in the towers, you know, you don't have to have the best, you don't have to have the perfect strategy to still do well. So, it's good for practice. And then we can, after doing one of each, we can stick in Forest for a while, and then once everyone's on the bus, we can do Dark 5 with potions. If anyone wants to do with potions. Oh, I should probably hit join. So embarrassing. So I was really hoping I would get Dan to join us today, but he had yet another work emergency, and he's understandably frustrated. Harry Potter, there's a simple guide that Orange Wizard did, and so that would be on Instagram. But I don't know. Oh no, Harry, what's wrong? People are grinding Ruins 5. Sweet, I just one-shot that werewolf. Love it. That's okay, Cindy. We appreciate you just hanging out and listening. I know every week is different for everyone. Like, we all had different schedules and stuff. So trying to remember when I had last had Starbucks. It wasn't that long ago. I think it's when we drove here. Like, driving from Georgia to Ohio. So we're in Bluffton, which is a really small town in Ohio. It's honestly really cute. If I could pick up the town of Bluffton and then move it further south, I would want to live in Bluffton. I love small towns, and like, the schools are within walking distance of their little downtown area, which I just love, that kids can like walk from the school to go like the used bookstore and the coffee shop and everything like that. So I just think it's super cute. But Ohio is too cold for me. So I can't actually live in Ohio. But yeah, so there's a really cute little coffee shop downtown, and they have chai, and they have a couple of different non-dairy drinks, and they have amazing peanut butter cookies. They also have good snickerdoodle cookies, but the peanut butter cookies are better. So. Oh, yeah, the tea is so good. I know I drink a lot of tea. It's delicious, though. It is the best. Hey, Ms. Mac. Thank you for hanging out with us. I'm sorry you couldn't find the bus. Definitely stay tuned, because I'll be streaming a lot in January, and hopefully doing some group streams. I also plan on changing up the days of the week and also the time of day to get people in different time zones. Thursdays will still be the usual 3:30 to 5:30. Today, as already said, I had to go early because Dan and I have plans. But Thursday for the rest of January will be my usual time of 3:30 to 5:30 p.m. Eastern time. But yeah, either just turn notifications on or follow me on social media, and that way you'll be able to see whenever I am streaming in January, so you can hopefully play with us in the future. But Happy New Year! Enjoy the rest of your day, the rest of your week, and the rest of the year! Oh my gosh, y'all. How is it almost a new year? I feel like I say that every December. It's like, where did the time go? I do not understand. It's very confusing. Is 7 p.m. Eastern time too late to end or start? No. So especially for January, when we're just trying to play as much as possible. I mean, I'll be doing different times. 7 is kind of late for ending, only because Dan and I usually eat dinner between like 6:30 and 7:30. That's the only the issue. If he makes dinner and so the dinner's ready at 7, I could stream ending at 7. So, but yeah, he would have to be the one that makes dinner so that, Drum Girl, you can back out if you want, although you're taking the Urkling really fast, so. Alright, guys, we're gonna move to Forest 1. We'll do Forest 2 next, Harry. It's just I need fragments from all 5 of these chambers. So I want to do each of them once, and then we can do a bunch in Forest 2. Hey, babe.
Surprise guest appearance.
Babe, come say hi. You're such a dork.
Hello, everyone. Merry New Year.
Do you want to play with us?
Oh, I wish.
You're still doing your work emergency stuff?
Oh, nothing like doing an useless incident investigation on a day before a holiday. Yeah, the office is theoretically closed.
Yeah, the office is closed today, and Dan is still having to work because there's an unnecessary...
An urgent issue!
There's
an been a problem for 2 years, but unnoticed.
An unnecessary emergency, basically. Is that accurate?
That's about accurate, yeah.
Yeah. Well, thanks for coming in and saying hi. Everyone's saying hi back.
Hi, A. Ramos, a.k.a. Drone Girl 66, and Harry Potter. Sorry, I haven't been sending gifts recently.
Yeah, well, maybe... Oh, we can play while we're at the, do the lights tomorrow.
Oh, yeah,
Because there's a bunch of stuff at the Franklin Conservatory. So, thank you to my mods for taking care of that weird bot. I do not know what's going on with these bots.
Alright, I'm just going to say, hey, Chris C, because I'm never going to pronounce the first part of that correctly.
Rolariana?
Sure.
I'm actually not sure if it's Rolariana or if it is... That's what I've been saying. I don't know if that's accurate, but Chris C is fine.
Alright, back to it.
Okay, thanks.
And enjoy your werewolf hunting.
Thanks, love.
Auras make me proud.
Oh. Let's see. All right. Yeah, poor Dan. Like, there's a lot that's good with his job, but a lot of it's also really stressful. And even though, I mean, he's in a field that pays really well. I mean, he's a civil engineer, but his particular job does not pay him nearly enough for his work. Because he's basically been doing the work of 2 people for like a year and a half. Because they haven't hired someone to handle the West Coast. So he's been doing the West Coast, which is not actually his job. And that's where all the emergencies are. So, yay! I have been pronouncing it correctly. I'm so glad. James had to switch to subscribers only to comment because of the bots. Cindy, I feel like I'm following Curious George. The car in front of me has a driver with a big yellow hat. That is delightful. That makes me happy. The big yellow hats are great. All right, as long as the bots are not inappropriate, I won't switch chat to subscribers only, but I will if any of the bots become inappropriate. I think you guys know what I mean. So, because I know that was a couple streams ago when one of the bots in James's stream was like their name was inappropriate, so it didn't matter what they posted, it was always bad. All right, so I'm cool with doing a couple more forests too, and then we can also grind Dark 5. And if there's any professors who want to jump to Dark 5, it looks like there's a group who's trying to get Dark 5. Is anybody still looking for the bus? just want to make sure that everyone who wants to play can play. Melissa. It's funny. I think all of us we just have our place that we're most comfortable, and I think that's pretty normal. So, and Melissa, that is completely fine. Going back to Magazoo, absolutely. Thank you for trying out, and hopefully it wasn't too bad since we were playing in lower chambers. I mean, obviously I like playing as Professor. It has been really nice playing as an Auror and a Magizoologist on the map. Although I played as Auror a couple times with Snatcher, and then I was like, I wonder what Magizoologist does. And I realized that the Magizoologist hits the Snatcher for even harder than the Auror. But then it was funny because I did a couple of adversaries inadvertently as a Magizoologist instead of a Professor, when I don't really have like a lot. I don't really have anything done with that, like advanced adversarial combat. So. Cindy, Magizoologist was her first profession. It helped taking training for the Tune and a Love server. Yeah, I know a lot of people trained with Analov, and he's written some very extensive guides, which is great if you were if you're that type of player. Like, we all have different approaches to playing this game, and people who really like to do speed runs and challenge themselves to, like, finish the game as quickly as possible. He has some amazing breakdowns of how to do challenges. I cannot do that. Like, that is just not my enjoyment for games. So I try and, I have the basics. I'm pretty good as a Professor. I'm okay as a Magizoologist. So Cindy was overtrained, so now she's very proficient at casual play. That is very impressive. Gaza, you can back out if you want. Oh, okay, there we go. You got taken care of anyway. Yay, you guys, I got my 25th Department of Magical Transportation emblem. Very excited. I still need the others on that page. So I'm going to do one more Forest 2 to help out Harry Potter. And then I'm going to jump to Dark 5. That's okay, Harry Potter. Totally understand. You got to multitask. So it happens. You still need more of the M crusts. I understand for sure. I need, like I said, I just need those. Hey, Drumroll 66, I'm going to do this Forest 2, and then I will jump down to Dark 5. Just trying to balance out grinding for spell books, and then also getting the challenge fragments that I need. Which, I mean, it makes sense if you think about it, that the challenge fragments I'm missing are Tower 3 to Forest 2. Because if I solo, I'm usually doing, I get bored doing, like, the same chamber over and over. So I'll usually do, like, Ruins 1 through Tower 3. And then, so that's what I do for soloing. But then playing with a group, I'm almost always doing dark 4, or sorry, forest 4 to dark 5. So naturally, I'm missing all of those fragments that you can get in those chambers in between that are a little high for me to solo quickly, but a little low for playing with a group most of the time. Alright, in a second I'm going to have to go get my, get a cable for my phone because my battery is getting a little low. Drum has all of hers because she was grinding solo for most of the time, except for Forest 3 and above. Well, I'm impressed that you were grinding the higher chambers. I get impatient. Like, I don't know. I have soloed. I'm not sure how high I've soloed, but like I have soloed a bunch of chambers. It's just that I like to go through fast. So, Makusa Crest, I don't think I needed that one. Alright guys, I am quickly going in the basket. I need to go get a cable. And then I can do Dark 5. Okay. I have Twizzlers. It's very important. Stream snacks. I also have my iPhone, which is finally charged up in case I need to switch. And then, fortunately, I don't have a regular thing, so hopefully charging through my computer is sufficient. Drum Girl is saying, open your gift for me and I will send you some gold. Okay, thanks. Okay, so Dark 5. Alright. Y'all, Twizzlers have been... Well, for a long time, they were straight up my favorite candy. Like, probably in high school. And they've been one of my favorite candies. Yeah, since high school. Relying on him. Wow. Has gold frames on everything except for lethals. That's amazing. Reliana and Debbie should compare notes. I feel like both of you have made ridiculously good progress. So good. I love Twizzlers. So my appetite still hasn't returned yet. Hey, Professor 58. Thank you for stopping by to say hi. I hope you have a wonderful weekend and a very happy new year. Alright, so Debbie and Reliana are both gold green star. Everything except for lethals. Debbie just needs Lucius. That's right. She needs a few more canes to make it happen. Thank you, Professor 58. Dan and I have a very busy New Year's Eve planned. We are visiting his aunt and uncle tomorrow morning. And then, and then in the afternoon, we are visiting his best friend and their son. So he was a groomsman in their wedding. And yeah, it's like, it's a married couple, and Dan and the husband have been friends since like the first grade, which is ridiculous. And then we're spending the evening with my best friends, also a married couple. I was a bridesmaid in their wedding, and we've been best friends for 10 years because I met them the same summer I met Dan. I don't know, that's the one that I partialed. There's so much going on. Come on, I want another Twizzler. There we go. And then Sunday, we're seeing one more set of friends. And they were fun. Well, okay, guys. I got this error. Hold on, can you guys even see this? I am concerned. Okay, hold on. This is not good. Yeah, I'm figuring out my screen. Of course, it would happen in Dark 5. Okay. So, The good thing is I am back in the game. Because that was my first concern. So I'm going to finish Dark 5. And then I'll figure out why my screen is not caching. Because I don't want to try and do both at the same time and screw up Dark 5. But what you guys couldn't see is that I got the error of my wireless connection. And so I was like, ah! But I force closed the game and restarted. So at least I didn't get kicked out of the Dark 5 as the only professor, which would have been really bad. Also, I don't know why I'm not using potions. We had talked about doing this earlier. I have so many potions. So I'm looking at my microphone source, and I can't tell if what you guys are constantly hearing is the sound of me chewing or if it's the sound of my computer. Because at home, like, my actual computer is on the ground, whereas right now it's on the desk. Okay. I'm gonna hopefully go in the basket. This is not good. Okay, what if I'm leaving the fortress area, return to continue the wizarding challenge. Okay, well, alright, I'm restarting my streaming, or my mirroring. Let me check on that. $86, $245, 5,000. Okay, well, I got mapped, but at least I gotta finish that Dark 5. So, hi Terry, welcome. Adulting things on the PC sounds awful, but I know that is life. Relying got Fred Weasley's wand and Brilliant Fred Weasley. I love it. Okay. And grab my better room. I'm gonna go send out some gifts real quick. Just so I have space for new ones. So let me see if I have any. Thank you, Drum Girl. I appreciate it. Hopefully it won't take me too long to find the bus again. Now, Twizzlers are so good. is helpful to have candy on hand that you like. Your appetite is gone because you can. Candy is one of the only things I can eat when I'm not hungry. So, let's do work my potions. Queue up another one. All right, Joseph, I will try and remember that. For the most part, I've been saving my high gifts for the people who are trying to progress in the game. Cindy, that leaving the fortress warning means you're secretly mapped and don't know it yet. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, luckily I had gotten the error previously while finishing the challenge, and so at least I was able to get back in the challenge and finish it out before getting an error. All right, well, let me get my spell books. Okay, well, since I haven't done very much yet, it was just 2 spell books, that's fine. But I do want to go ahead and place my 1 symbol that I need. Yay! Now I just need the 4 other symbols and then these 3 symbols, which I've not been getting. Okay, but I got some of y'all on Beacon, so I'm gonna start looking again. It's okay. It happens. It happens to the best of us. Our games decide to be annoying. But some of y'all found me really quickly when I was beaconing, so hopefully that means I will find y'all quickly. That is what I'm hoping for. Also, I didn't pack my beans, so there's my punishment Twizzler for getting mapped. So, does anybody have plans for New Year's Eve? I told you guys what Dan and I are doing. We're seeing a bunch of people we love. And we're doing at-home tests tomorrow morning. We also did tests on Sunday morning. Just to kind of do our part to keep everyone safe. But we're mostly seeing people who have not been seeing other people, so. Debbie's gonna be watching the Tournament of Houses tomorrow. So I still haven't seen any of those. Because I don't think Dan and I have HBO Max. Zoe, hey girl. How was Alaska? Did you have a white Christmas? You should post pictures on Twitter or Instagram of your white Christmas so that I can be jealous. Debbie's also watching the New Year's Day reunion. So I'm really excited about that. But Dan and I are going to be driving part of the way home on Saturday. So we will not be watching that. Cindy says Tournament of Houses once on TBS and Cartoon Network. I'll have to see if I can find it. So Dan and I don't have cable either. Like at all. So we don't have access to those channels either. So I have to find some way to stream it. Cindy had been gifted club level seats to a hockey game, but it got canceled because of COVID. Yeah, COVID's screwing up a lot of plans. Zoe had a very white Christmas, and now it's warm and all her snow is melting. Yeah, that happens. So we had really beautiful snow falling. What is today? Today's Thursday, so Tuesday. Tuesday it snowed and it was really pretty, but it wasn't like, it didn't, well, I mean, it stuck for a while, but then it melted overnight. So, Harry, are you asking what Dan and I have for TV? So we have Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime, Disney Plus, Peacock. I think that's it. Which we don't pay for all of that. We share. We got Peacock free with our internet. And then we pay for Netflix. Obviously, we pay for Amazon Prime. My twin brother shares Disney Plus with us. And then my brother-in-law shares Hulu with us. I don't know if we have Hulu Live. I'll have to check our account. Just because we're not the ones who, since it's not our membership, I'm not sure what the details are. I'd have to look that up. I don't think I'm logged in on this computer. Let me see what happens if I type in Hulu. Oh, I do have the login saved on this computer. No, the password changed. Okay. Then I don't know. I don't know if we have Hulu Live. I'll have to check with Dan. No, we don't have AT&T. We have Comcast. That's how we have Peacock for free. Is it came with Comcast. We would not pay for Peacock separately. Although I've been, one of the things I watched in the hospital was I started watching Zoe's Extraordinary Playlist, which is so good. But Dan and I run, is it Linux? Whatever that like nerdy operating system is, on our main computer in our house that we use as a TV. And Peacock doesn't work with that. Which is so annoying. Yes. Harry Potter, that is what we have on our TV/computer downstairs. Yes, it is on. It's Dan prefers it for a lot of for things like, I don't know, it's pretty nerdy. I think we were just having a lot of problems with Windows on that computer, and so he was just like, screw it, I'm gonna do Linux instead. I don't know. Bonjour Joshua, ça va? But I guess some people will like are able to use Peacock without paying for it. Like, so they just block anyone who's running Linux. And Linux. I don't know if it's Linux or Linux. I don't know where Dan is to tell me. That is very interesting, Zoe. I did not know that. And yeah, all of our computers are PCs because Dan has a lot of problems with Apple. So the only Apple device we have is my old iPhone 7, which we got refurbished. So thank you, Cindy. Yes, please smash that like button. With Wizards Unite ending and then also not creating content with like around my surgery, my views are down by a lot, and then my watch hours are down by a lot. So it's a challenge. Cindy says Dan would be nuts at our house with all iPhones and iMac, and Harry says I have a lot of problems with Windows, mostly how I like my computer to look. Yeah, that's one of the things that I had to explain to Dan, is that I care about the aesthetics of my desk and my PC. So, you know, he's a good husband because he accepts things about me that he doesn't understand. And he doesn't try to argue with me on things that he doesn't understand. One of those being the aesthetic of my desk and my computer accessories. So if you guys can see my mouse, it's white and it rotates through different colors. It's very pretty. Let me see if I can lift up my keyboard. My keyboard is also white, and it's also a rainbow array of colors. And I couldn't get a purely white monitor, but it's a pretty large, like, flat monitor that is, the black is pretty small, so it's like white and silver and black. What are all these notifications? Oh, that's because I'm plugged in. And those are all correct. Okay. Apparently a whole bunch of y'all are Apple people. That's okay. I also have an ancient iPad that I really just need to get rid of. I need to just confirm that like any files on it have been saved, and then get rid of it, because it's from 2012. It's whichever iPad came out in 2012. Zoe says petition to give Brita an epic sponsor that will give her a pink kawaii desk glow up. I would love a pink kawaii desk glow up 100%. Joseph is an Android fan. Harry says the Apple versus Samsung Windows debate is real. It's true. And I'm not gonna lie, like, there's so much I love about, there's a reason I still have my iPhone 7, but the reason that I ended up getting a Pixel 3 instead of a new iPhone was I was so frustrated with the iPhone 7 had a bug, and basically I was dealing with the fact that sometimes it would work and sometimes it wouldn't work. And I looked it up online, and the manufacturing number, whatever you call it, said online that a lot of people, that there was a known flaw with the iPhones that came out in that line, and that Apple would repair it for free because it was their problem. Well, so I took it into a shop, and they wouldn't repair it for free because apparently the bug that they would repair for free meant that your phone never worked, as opposed to your phone sometimes working and sometimes not working. So it was only a couple months later, when it had basically stopped working for 2 weeks straight, that it was broken enough that Apple would finally repair my phone for free. And so I was just really, really frustrated with that experience. That when there ended up being a really good deal on the Pixel 3, that I was like, yeah. And this is my first new phone. My phones have all been refurbished. This is my first new phone since my first smartphone that I got in 2011. So, okay. Cindy respects that people have different computing and phone preferences. Yes, 100%. We are all different. We all have our own needs and wants. Joshua used to be an Android person, but switched to iPhone a few years ago because Galaxy phones crapped out after a year or two, but his iPhone XR is still running strong after 3 years. Drum Girl has an iPhone, an iPad, and a PC. Terry, Cindy is beaconing because I got kicked off the bus. Zoe also still has her Red XR. Drum Girl bought an iPhone SE 2020. Zoe understands why I was frustrated. Yeah. It was just it's a known error, but my phone was not broken enough that they wouldn't cover it until it got more broken. But there's just a lot I like about my iPhone, which is why we didn't sell this when I got my Pixel 3. And I will say, one of the things that's frustrating changing, going from an iPhone to a Pixel, or iPhone to Android, is that my app purchases didn't go over. Because I use a color story to edit a lot of my stuff for Instagram, and that's just native to your phone. There's not a login or anything. So it went from iPhone to iPhone, but when I went from iPhone to Pixel, none of my purchases carried over. And I have been thinking about just sucking it up and buying their subscription for my Pixel, but I don't know. I basically use so many of the same filters and effects that I already purchased, and I don't use a lot of the others, that I kind of just don't want to spend more money. I mean, any of my apps that you have a login with an email address, all of those carried over fine. It's just the apps that are just native, they don't have a login. All of your purchases work, my purchases and stuff were all connected to my Apple ID. And so the purchases didn't carry over on my Pixel. It was very annoying. Cindy, that's a really good point, that there's more of an array of rugged phones in Android than in Apple. Y'all, I am on the struggle bus. I need to be complaining. I'm not complaining loudly enough that I cannot find the bus again. which is very annoying. Super frustrating. Zoe, that is cool. I didn't know that about the product Redline. Oh, you guys, I like reading through y'all's comments. That apparently Terry and Drumgirl are local and haven't played together. But yeah, I need to plan out a bunch of meetups in the greater Atlanta area for January so that I can play with everybody one last time. I'm so sad. I love this game so much. I do not know why I cannot find the bus. Like, yeah, Joshua, fully max, 3 professions. I just maxed out my aura recently. And I was pretty excited. That was one of my goals, was to max out my aura skill tree. So finishing up the brilliant event, or not even the brilliant, the 4 set of tasks. I got the last spell books that I needed to do my aura skill tree. Zoe says my poor little MacBook Air that I've had since 2014 finally stopped launching Final Cut. And so you sub to Creative Cloud and you're editing on your PC and iPad. Okay, so the editing software I have it's Cyberlink, it's Power Director, and the reason Dan got it for me, I think it was my birthday present in 2018. I used all of my videos for the first 6 months of my channel were on free editing software. But yeah, so my birthday in 2018, he got me editing software, and it's because it was one of the final options where you didn't have to have a subscription. You just bought the software and you could keep using it. I think my twin brother has Creative Cloud maybe, and so I might see what he's paying for it and see if he wants to go halfsies on it so I could try out some of the other features. I don't know. I don't like editing, and I don't like editing videos, and so that's not my passion. You know, I enjoy creating content. I enjoy having a YouTube channel and making videos, but to the surprise of everyone, probably, it's the thinking and writing process behind a video that I most enjoy. It's just, I enjoy video as a different form of communication, as an alternative to the written word, or an enhancement of the written word. But editing just takes so long and it's so boring. And I don't have the money to pay somebody to do it for me. So I know that there's a lot that you can learn with other fancy editing programs, but I'm just not passionate about that. And there are so many things that I do find interesting that I do want to learn more about, that I'm not going to prioritize getting better at something that I don't enjoy doing. I edit videos because I like connecting with you guys through video. But I don't enjoy the editing part. I enjoy the filming part, the producing part. So Harry Potter, it took 7 years for his iMac to kind of die. Zoe understands the benefit of free stuff. Yeah, there's a lot of free stuff out there, but it's just it can be limiting. There's like so little that I could do with. I can't remember what the free editing software was that I used, but I much prefer having basic paid software. I don't know why I can't find the bus. This is ridiculous. Harry Potter needs the ministry crests, and I need the actual bus. And none of this is happening. I'm very frustrated. We only have half an hour left of the stream, and I wanted to do some more Dark 5 with y'all. Harry Potter, I can't remember if it was Windows Movie Maker or if it was something else. I don't know, because the last time I used it was June 2019, because at the time I didn't have my paid software on my laptop, and I did like a really short video from the launch event that was just like saying the debut of Wizards Unite, and I really just needed the editing for cropping off the beginning and the end of the video. But yeah. Brito tried changing to Or. Okay. I'm willing to try anything. I just want to find you guys. I want to play. Yeah, I don't want to start beaconing again, because then all of you have to find me, and I know that that'll take a while. Gary's MacBook Pro arrived this week. 16 hours of battery life. That's impressive. I'm not sure how much the battery life is on my laptop. It's pretty good though. And even though I much prefer editing on this computer, editing on my laptop is not that, like, it's not that bad. It was a decent laptop for, I think it was less than $500. But it still had like a decent graphics card. I'm trying to remember, when did Dan and I buy that? We bought that in September 2019 when my laptop crapped out when we were in Asheville on vacation with his family. Which my previous PC we had also bought on vacation with his family. I'm starting to, no, sorry. My PC before that crapped out on vacation with his family, and then we bought it afterwards, and I just didn't have my laptop on vacation. And that was September 2013, when we were secretly engaged, unofficially engaged. Man, y'all are just like, all of that battery life sounds very nice. I always thought that mine was like really good with like 5 hours. Okay, I'm gonna switch my profession again. And City just said that at the same time. Drum Girl's working on your 3rd adversary tree. That's really impressive. I mean, I've done 2 nodes in advanced adversarial combat for my Magizoologist. And anything I get on it will be fun, but it's not one of my goals, I guess is what I should say. My goal is to finish SOS training, but since that doesn't use spellbooks, then, you know, I'm just thinking my spell books into advanced adversarial combat. No, I don't know why I can't find Cindy. This is very frustrating. Makes me sad. I wanted to do more than one Dark 5. I believe you, Cindy. I don't know. The game doesn't want me to find the bus again. Just too bad, because, like, all of you guys found me so quickly. At the beginning. Actually, while I'm thinking about it. So close on that achievement. Where am I? 3 more brain elixirs. Bye, Harry. Thank you for hanging out with us. Happy New Year. And then I'm close on my elites too. So close. Okay, well, I like Debbie's idea. Cindy, go ahead and play with whoever else is still playing, and I'm gonna run EDM. I mean, I need adversaries anyway, so there's a lethal. Oh, let me confirm on my professor. Yes. Cindy is having her first pumpkin spice latte here, and it's meh. I don't drink coffee, so that is part of why I've never had a pumpkin spice latte. But I did have the pumpkin spice syrup added to a chai once, and it was so sweet. It just tasted gross. And and then I was wondering, like, I had specifically ordered, like, my non-dairy chai, like, you know, with non-dairy milk. And then I later found out that the kind of syrup that they put in, like that pumpkin spice syrup, has milk in it. It's like, you should have told me this. Joshua asking me if I'm having fast lane today. No, I actually have been drinking my Nutcracker sweet tea, which is it's also Celestial Seasonings. I really like it in December because it's like a holiday spice black tea. So I had that with my vanilla non-dairy creamer. It was very good. You know, I love I have so many potions, and yet I'm still hoarding my potions as though I might, you know, have some other use for them in the future or something. Zoe likes to get a thing called Polyjuice Potion because it disguises me as a human for a bit. Iced matcha latte with 2 shots of espresso. That's funny. I mean, I do enjoy matcha, but espresso is gross. I just really don't like coffee, you guys. One time I was super, super tired, and so I went to this local coffee house, and I got a dirty chai, which is a chai with espresso added to it. And I was like, well, you know, and I got the largest size that they had, and I just had a single shot of espresso added to it. I was like, well, you know, like the chai is pretty sweet and it's pretty big, so it'll dilute the espresso. It did not dilute the espresso. It was so strong. But I was like, I really need more caffeine than the chai by itself gives. That's the only time I have voluntarily drank coffee in my life. Yes, keep the cabinet stocked for me. Thank you. Tea is the best. Yeah, so Dan and I both drink tea. He also, in the winter, he likes to drink hot chocolate. I can only have homemade hot chocolate, like literally at home with cocoa powder, because I can't do any of the mixes. And I can't, and even like real hot chocolate out in restaurants and stuff, I can't do because of the chocolate. I was going somewhere with this. Oh, so neither one of us drinks coffee. Well, his parents drink coffee. And so several years ago when they were first visiting us after we moved into our house, they bought us a coffee machine, like a coffee maker, so that they can have coffee when they visit us. Because apparently they'd been, struggling for the 2 years prior when we were renting, and they had to have instant coffee at our house. Oh, so, yeah. So Dan and I have a coffee maker that is literally only used when his parents visit us. Yeah, I mean, I think of the fact that people use coffee as a laxative, and I'm like, I don't need any of that in my life. I'm good. Terry never trained for any of the other professions because there's a line that said there'd be more profession lessons coming. I know, right? Yeah. I mean, I did eventually start working on the magizoologist profession. And then I was like, I don't really like playing as a magizoologist. So then I started working on the aura profession. And then it was right after I had sunk all of my spell books. I'd sunk like 90 spell books in the aura profession. And then like a month later is when Adversaries came out. Awesome. Did not do myself any favors there. Zoe has a metal press, so you always know you'll have your dirty bean juice. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Dirty bean juice. I'm the only person in my family who doesn't drink coffee. My mom loves coffee. My dad drinks decaf coffee because he has a heart thing where he has to be really careful about caffeine. And then both my brothers love coffee. Oh, come on, Narcissa. This is ridiculous. For real, how many times is she gonna hit me? There we go. Okay. Alright, Bellatrix. So by the way, Debbie, I did ask Lola your question regarding lethal adversaries. So I'm waiting on a response to that. I assume that they will continue to show up on the map the way they have been for the last couple weeks, even outside of events, but I am getting clarification on that. I mean, that's possible, Cindy. And I definitely understand that you don't want all of that sugar because it's a lot of sugar. I actually do that with my chai on the venti. I get a venti chai from Starbucks, and I always have to look it up, but I get one fewer shot of the chai syrup than they normally do for venti. So no, I do love Bellatrix's outfit. Which I did 10 years ago when Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2 came out. My roommate and I at the time, who by the way is the best friend I'm seeing tomorrow night, went to go, we hosted a Harry Potter dinner party in our apartment. And then our guests went with us to the midnight showing, and I dressed up as Bellatrix. Which was a very simple Bellatrix costume. I wore like a black lace dress, and I used a Sharpie to draw a dark mark on my arm. And I can't remember what makeup I did, but it was fun. Usually I dress up as Hermione, but I don't think I had any of my Hermione stuff since it was just for a summer internship, and so I didn't have my full wardrobe with me. Oof. So for anyone who wasn't here at the beginning of the stream, you can check out the pinned message in chat. That is a link to a survey where I have asked what kind of content you would like to see going forward. I have been talking... I don't really want to say anything because we haven't had a meeting yet, but I have an idea for written content moving forward, because of course I've been running Wizards Unite Hub, but I don't own it, and I would really like to do something that I own. And of course, I have 2 of my own websites already, but I'm just curious what people are interested in regards to written content, but also video content, streaming content, and then general content. So it's a quick survey. The first 2 questions are the only ones that are mandatory, and those are both little tick boxes, so they're pretty easy to fill out. And then the other questions are all optional. So it's a very easy survey, and it'll just help me plan out what I'm going to do starting in February. I've talked to Dan about a couple of different ideas, and then and he's supportive of the different things I want to do. I just need to talk to other people because it's stuff I don't want to do by myself. Thank you to my awesome moderators for taking care of these stupid bots. Come on. There we go. Ooh. Lucius, so evil, but also so fabulous. So one of the things that Dan and I do when we are doing a little bit of a road trip, so whether we're driving Georgia to South Carolina or Georgia to Ohio, is we listen to a few episodes of Magical Theory, which is the podcast that Professor Lynette does with her partner, or Jeffrey. And so we're definitely not caught up, but we're getting closer because we're finally on Goblet of Fire. And we recently listened to an episode where they were talking about the fact that, like, Lucius never really faces sufficient punishment for everything that he does. And so I ended up looking it up, and he got a complete pardon because Narcissa saved Harry's life. And because at the end, you know, instead of fighting in the battle, he was like looking for Draco, which is not really. I mean, I feel like you can maybe get a shorter sentence. You know, maybe you don't get a life sentence in Azkaban, but it doesn't really seem like that was sufficient to get a full pardon for being a Death Eater and, you know, participating in people dying. I mean, I don't know if he killed anyone directly, but he was torturing those muggles at the World Cup. So, anyway. Since I'm fighting Lucius right now, I just thought I would bring that up. Terry, yes, we're about done. I am going to finish up at 4:30. So, kind of bummed I couldn't find the bus again. But thank you to Cindy and to Drum Girl for both helping beacon for me. Just wasn't meant to be, but that's okay. I enjoyed my tower and my forest battles and my 1 Dark 5. And, you know, in January, I'm going to be streaming multiple times a week. So we're going to have a lot of opportunities to stream together in the month of January before the game ends. Right, Zoe? Right? I'm like, how does he get pardoned for that? Because it's like, okay, well, your wife saved Harry Potter's life and you were not actively fighting in that final battle at Hogwarts because you were looking for Draco. Okay, but what about all of the evil shit you did? Oops, I swore on stream. Sorry, y'all. What about all the evil stuff that you did before then? Like, seriously, he should not get this full pardon. It is ridiculous. Ridiculous. Anyway, but yeah, if you, Lynette and Jeffrey both rant about that in, I want to say it was I can't remember which World Cup chapter it was, because it was either the chapter where Lucius is in the top box, or it's the chapter when Draco basically admits that his dad is one of the Death Eaters, torturing the Muggles. So, one of those early Goblet of Fire chapters. So, anyway, Joseph got 4 spell books. Very exciting. Congrats. Oh, Draco. Now, I mean, Draco, I've actually seen some really good arguments that Draco actually deserved a better redemption arc, that he should have had, like, more of a redemption story than just him kind of covering up for Harry at Malfoy Manor when he was, you know, covered in the stings. But I also know, I mean, the story is primarily third person limited. And so there's only so much you can do with that when you set it up that way. Because the only exceptions to the third person limited are the beginning of the chapters, or the beginning of the books. So, you know, we see, let's see, it's the first chapter of the first book is a bit more third person. Well, it's multiple points of view, which makes it very interesting. And then there's that one scene when it's the Quidditch match when Hermione accidentally bumps into Quirrell. That's a really interesting choice of character perspective, because it briefly breaks away from Harry's point of view to be Ron and Hermione's point of view. And that doesn't happen anywhere else in the books. Outside of, again, specific chapters that happen at the beginning of some of the books. So, I don't know. These are things that fascinate me. Obviously, I'm a Ravenclaw, so... Actually, one of the nonfiction books that I've casually been reading, just like a little bit. Yeah, Zoe, I think that was the word I was looking for. It's interesting because we do get a little bit from Dursley's point of view, but you're right. Part of it definitely is the third person omnipotent. Because of the owls, and then it switches to Dumbledore and McGonagall. So yeah, that is the literary term that I could not remember. Is it omnipotent or omniscient? Or is it, I haven't taken an English class in a really long time, you guys. Obviously. But yes, just the way that she plays, or like that she uses different perspectives, is just so interesting, because it like doesn't all line up. I actually think it's weird that we have that little breakaway to Ron and Hermione, because that's so different than the rest of the series. I know, Zoe. I'm like, what are the words? Words are hard. What is language? Dang it. Me being like, oh man, I have to have fewer than 100 healing potions. Do I risk it? Yeah, I have so many potions, and yet I still keep hoarding them, because I'm like, oh, do I have enough potions? I don't know. And I'm like picking up Toadstool, even though I have more than 20 brain elixirs left. I only need to use like 3 of them. Alright. So if you guys follow me on Twitter, you saw that I got my first like level up, my first prestige on the 1920s pages, which is really exciting. That was not one of my goals at all. Yes, Zoe, words are hard, okay? Even with an English major, okay? Words are hard. Yeah, it was exciting to prestige one of my pages. So I need so many of the beautiful Queenie Gold scene. And then I also need so many of Credence Bareborn to get those 2 pages. And then, so in Draco is basically my only chance at getting a gold frame for any adversaries. So I just need more of his stupid broom. I don't know. I might have a chance with Fenrir, depending on my luck with the werewolves and the robes. This one I just got to silver. Most of these are bronze. That one I just got to silver. And then none of these have prestige yet, but I need 4 more of Barty's wands, so maybe I could get that to bronze. And then I still need a lot of basically everything else. Yep, a lot of everything else. Yeah, it's okay. As you can see, there's not a lot going on at my in-laws' house. This is not very much. But yet is okay. Okay. My phone is hot, so I'm gonna close out of all of this. Put that off to the side. Finish up the stream. Okay, so yes, Gabby, there's always that rare one. It's like, come on, you're not giving me balanced fragments. Give me more fragments. So one last time, you guys can check out my form, my little survey. Tell me what kind of content you would like to see going forward, because I want to keep writing about pop culture, and I want to keep creating like other Harry Potter content here and in some sort of written form, and I just want to know like where I should focus based on people's interests. So be sure to fill that out. And then I did have some people have already told me in the other boxes that they're just interested in anything I do, which is so kind. So I am just gonna go ahead and drop the other places where you can read my work, because I have been writing in other places like always. So so this website is specifically Christian. I don't usually talk about my faith and all my Harry Potter stuff because I want the Witches Unite community to be for everybody, and I don't want you to like feel that your faith has to align with mine or not. I mean, Dan's an atheist, so that should tell you something about my perspective on faith. But I do, I started this website in honor of my mom because she had a really big impact on my faith. So if you want to like learn any more about Christianity, if you need help with your prayer life, those are some of the things that I've written about there. And then my lifestyle blog, where I haven't done a ton of writing this year, but you can find what I have written this year. I just published a new post yesterday. So that is Belle Brita. That's a travel and lifestyle blog. And then along with that one, I also do a lot of writing on Instagram. So that is my pink travel and lifestyle Instagram account. And yeah, I do a lot of writing there. And you can learn a lot more about, life with Crohn's disease and stuff like that. Hi, Christina. Thank you so much. Happy New Year. But yeah, Cindy, thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you for beaconing. Thank you for playing. But yeah, it seems like everyone's finishing up now. A lot of us got kicked off the bus, so I am shocked, just shocked, I tell you, is that Wizards Unite has bugs. Shocked. Anyway, thank you as always for hanging out with me. I hope that all of you have a very wonderful new year, and I am looking forward to our last month together of playing Wizards Unite. Stay tuned because I will be doing, like I said, a lot of live streams, different times, different days, to try and accommodate all the different time zones across the world so that we can all do wizarding challenges together. As always, thank you all so much for watching. Until next time, au revoir, witches.